Home to the most incredible beaches. Home to the most epic and ancient landscapes. Home to the mighty Murray. Home to Monarto Safari Park, Adelaide Oval, and River Torrens. And home to the most magical day of the year. Welcome to South Australia. This is the 2023 National Pharmacies Christmas Pageant.
I still get excited for Christmas.
Oh, how stunning is South Australia. You've just seen some of our most iconic locations around the state. And now we're coming to you from the heart of Adelaide. It's a beautiful spring day and the crowds are starting to build.
Welcome to the 2023 National Pharmacies Christmas Pageant. It's an absolute pleasure to be your host today. I'm Kate Collins.
Yes, and I'm Brenton Raglas, and we're here to bring you all the colour and the magic of the biggest event of its kind in Australia, indeed the Southern Hemisphere, and to celebrate the joy of Christmas.
Now, while you're putting up your decorations at home, we'll be here to show you all the floats, the clowns, the bands, the dancers, and the 2,500 performers that make the pageant so special.
Yes, it's incredible. And of course, we're here for the big man himself, Father Christmas. He's on his way. Now, I wonder where he is right now. Maybe on South Terrace, which is where we find Tom Wren. Ready, any sign of Father Christmas there yet?
Yep, go ready. Well, I haven't found Father Christmas just yet, but I think I've found the next best thing. Breakfast. You cannot start the day on an empty stomach, and have a look at the work that these 200 volunteers from Scouts SA are doing, making breakfast for everyone, fueling today's pageant. We've got the snags here, bacon and eggs behind, you name it. There is so much food here, everyone's going to be full by the end of it, including me. Well, here are some of the many busy volunteers. I've got Amanda with me. Amanda, you've been up since what time this
4
morning?
a.m. this
My
morning.
goodness, big day for you.
Huge day today.
And Adele, much the same?
Same, yes. 4 a.m. this morning for our pickup.
I love that you're so passionate. Why do you do it? Why do you get into the volunteering?
For the kids. Really, we're part of Gang Show and we just love doing stuff for the kids.
Well, you're doing a brilliant job. I'll let you get back to it. Woohoo! National Pharmacies play a crucial role in this event each year. Absolutely brilliant. I've got the CEO, Vito Borello, with me. Vito, why is this so important to National Pharmacies?
Well, as we know, the National Pharmacies Christmas Pageant is an iconic South Australian tradition. It's been on for many, many years. The National Pharmacies are a member-based organisation, and we love supporting the community, and what better way to support the pageant than be involved.
And what about you personally? What do you love about the pageant?
It's just the joy and the fun that it brings to South Australia, even the excitement here this morning, and I can't wait for the pageant to start because all the kids, all the families are going to get so excited. It's just so great to see.
You do a fabulous job. Thank you so much for your ongoing support.
No worries, thank you.
Well, this is where all the action is. 170 moving sets, including 6 new floats. The Sound of Christmas is one of those. Keep an eye out for them. They've got the Young Adelaide Voices Choir. They are sensational. But right now, I think I'm going to try and find someone really important to talk to. Well, I've got one of the most important jobs. Here he is, ring-a-ding-ding, the King. Yes, King Scott, congratulations. Now, what are you most looking forward to today in your superb role?
Yeah, looking forward to seeing all the kids out on the street, giving them a big wave, and then, bringing Father Christmas into the town hall and getting on with the Christmas celebrations.
Well, I tell you what, this crown fits you beautifully. You're going to do a magnificent job. Now, did I mention that I'm actually going to be in the pageant this year playing the tambourine with a band that has travelled all the way from Portland in the USA? I've got the director of the band, Steve, here with me now. Steve, how are you feeling about this?
I am so excited, along with everyone else in the band, to be here in Adelaide for what we think is the finest looking Christmas parade we've seen anywhere.
It's the first time we've ever had an international band over here. It is so exciting. Have you got any tips for me?
Well, you realize, of course, that this is one of the most crucial roles in the band is the tambourine. But the other thing is to make sure that you smile, have a good time, and most important of all, play on 2 and 4.
2 and 4, let's do it. Let's go, man. Well, I think I'm ready. The band is ready. Kate, Brendan, I'll be walking past you very soon.
It's going to be a lot of fun. Thank you, Tom. And a huge thanks to all the volunteers participating in this year's pageant and, of course, to all of the sponsors that make it so magical each year.
Oh, yes, it wouldn't happen without you. National Pharmacies is the naming rights sponsor of the pageant and have brought out a cool new range of pageant goodies which are available now.
They are plush toys, ornaments, socks and even some playing cards. We have them all right here. They're going to make perfect stocking fillers. So head in store or online and you can have a look.
Yeah, sensational. Well, this year's pageant will travel just over 3 kilometres through the heart of Adelaide. It starts on South Terrace and travels up King William Street to Victoria Square, Tarnanyaga, then heads east along Wakefield Street, north on Pulteney, then a sharp left onto North Terrace, back onto King William before the finish here at the Adelaide Town Hall, where Father Christmas will kick off the festive season here in South Australia.
I cannot wait, and we will be with you the entire way. And joining us will be Hayley Pearson and Lauren de Cesare from Hello SA and Adelaide. What's happening where you are, Hayley?
Hello, guys. The vibe here is absolutely electric. People have been lining up since 10:30 last night. They've got their cheese boards. We've got... Are you a Christmas tree? The Christmas tree is here, guys.
And this year, the theme of the Christmas pageant is spreading Christmas joy, and that is exactly what is happening today. This is the largest Christmas pageant in the Southern Hemisphere.
And I tell you what, with what's going on in the world right now, you wouldn't want to be anywhere else. This is the most magical city in the world. Am I right, guys?
Is everyone happy?
They can't wait to see Father Christmas.
Father Christmas is on his way! Yay!
I love all the colour. Thank you so much, Hayley. Thank you, Lauren. We'll check in with you a little bit later on.
There is still so much to come, including some very special performances. We'll be back with you soon.
I still get excited for Christmas. I still get excited for Christmas.
Welcome back. You're watching the National Pharmacies Christmas pageant. Thanks for joining us here on 9 and 9 Now in our 20th year of broadcasting the pageant to you at home.
This is our favourite time of the year, and the pageant is just moments away from starting, which means it's time to go back to South Terrace for the Welcome to Country by Issac Hannam.
Nanario Issac Kutnuicha Hannam, Natangi Wilta Ghana, Nanjari Mil, Marta Chunga Ghana Yiit-Yurna, Wangadi, Marina Putney, Nadlaku, Yarta Anna, Marina Lutamte, Nadlo, Ghana Yartanga Tikumti, Nachalia. Hi, my name's Issac. I'm a proud Ghana and Nanjari man. I'd firstly like to acknowledge elders today, especially elders within my life that have encouraged me to get up and continue speaking language and continue culture within my community. I'd also like to acknowledge your ancestors, not only my ancestors, but all of your ancestors too. And I invite them to be here today with us all, to take care of us all and look after us during our journeys here on Ghana country. I'd like to wish you all a very lovely day here today at the National Pharmacies Christmas pageant, and welcome to Ghana country. Nachalia, thank you.
Yeah, thank you for that wonderful welcome to country, Issac. Now, each year, someone special is chosen to sing the national anthem. And this year, it's Year 11 student from Pulteney Grammar, Taylor Schwartz.
Australians, all their toss rejoice, for we are one and free. We've golden soil and wealth for toil. Our home is girt by sea. Our land abounds in nature.
Thank you, Taylor. Now, the blowing of the gold whistle is a tradition as old as the pageant itself. Now, this year, it will be blown by John Barone, who's been designing and building floats for 40 years, and Lucy Hood, MP member for Adelaide.
3, 2, 1.
And so it begins. Let the pageant begin in 2023. And of course, it all begins here in the city of Adelaide. The float that's new this year in 2023, it's called Let the Pageant Begin. Brand new coat of paint to us. It goes through what is a picture-perfect day here in Adelaide. 23 degrees in 2023 for
Absolutely
Pageant Day.
perfect. And look, this is the 5th year that National Pharmacies celebrate being associated with the pageant, the naming rights sponsor. So it's great to have their support for such a wonderful South Australian event.
And this being the 91st year, they'll be sponsoring it right through to the centenary, the 100th year. So think of all the children that are probably yet to be born that will still experience and enjoy the joy of Christmas that this pageant brings to the people of South Australia.
And so much happiness too, embodied in the happy elf.
A very
Looking
jolly elf.
Very jolly. Lots of joy, plenty of presents.
Yeah, great artwork there by Dave Clark, who designed and painted this float. A very jolly elf indeed. He looks very happy that the pageant has begun. 91 years, Kate. You think of all the generations of probably grandparents actually that have been lining up since 3 o'clock this morning. They probably remember their very first pageant, and to be here to celebrate it in 2023 with their grandchildren, maybe great-grandchildren, incredible.
And we've got such beautiful weather today, as you've mentioned, Brenton. I think the Snowman family might be melting a little bit towards the end of this pageant, but they're nice and cool in their snow dome. But bathed in sunlight and sunshine on this 91st pageant.
Have a look at those almost Santa hats. They're amazing.
Big smiles. They're so happy to be here.
We have our snow globe at home. You can twist it at the bottom and it plays a beautiful Christmas carol. And look at the snowflakes going around inside. I'd love to experience a white Christmas.
A favourite of the pageant, the list keeper, of course, keeping track of who's naughty and nice each year.
Actually, if we look closely, I can see your name. Oh dear, mine is
on the naughty list.
Oh dear.
There's a bit of time though, Brenton, before Christmas. We've got 50 sleeps to go.
Yeah, that's a nice round number, isn't it? 50 sleeps till Christmas.
Plenty of time to be good.
Yeah. What I love though is that this day in particular kicks off the festive season, and so many children inspired here today to get involved with their own local Christmas parades, their own local school Christmas events, the carols and so on. So as you say, for all the kids going back home, maybe they're setting up their Christmas tree, but it starts today. Christmas is finally here in South Australia. Here we have the Scotch College Caledonian Corps and Highland Dancers, the oldest school pipe band in the state. Oh, isn't that just the biggest barbecue you've ever seen?
This is another new float, Brenton. This is the Christmas Barbecue, the 2023 winner of the National Pharmacies Mini Float Competition. So congratulations to Alyssa Rudge, Brianna Jacopini and Ella Chappell from Paralawi R12 School. They designed that beautiful mini float, and the girls have named the prawn on the float Bazza.
Yeah, Bazza the prawn. Yeah, that's very fitting. Hello, you don't look like firefighters to me. In fact, they're probably there to put this barbecue out. It looks like those flames are getting a little bit higher. Wonder if Dad's cooking the barbecue there and things have got a bit out of hand. This, of course, is our brand new float, the Young Adelaide Voices. Let's have a listen. Yes, the first of new floats this year, the Sounds of Christmas. It was only revealed this last week. And the stunning voices, the young Adelaide voices.
And here is our pageant king and queen, Queen Anne and King Scott. They're joined by Princesses Nisha and Bronwyn and Princes Matthew and James. And also our junior royals this year, Princess Isla and Prince Leo.
And how's the ballroom dancers there on the front? Pamela Bauer, Terry Warwick, Bob Sinclair and Sharon Sinclair. Stunning ballroom. Yes, it's such a grand affair, isn't it? We're at the front of the Adelaide Town Hall where many dances, many ballroom dances have occurred like this. And of course, it will be up to the pageant royal family very soon to greet Father Christmas when he arrives here in probably a short kind of time. It takes about an hour for the pageant to go through the city, leaving South Terrace and finding its way here to the front of the Adelaide Town Hall, where Father Christmas will disembark very soon.
These are pageant favourites. Every year, Brenton, they've been part of the pageant from its very beginning. We have Nipper and Nimble, the beautiful horses who are adorned in beautiful flowers, floral designs by Blair Ringwald and her team from the Woodville Academy of Floral Design. And this year, riding Nipper is Abigail and Owen is riding Nimble. It was a dream of mine as a child to be on these horses, and these two children are having the best time you can see in their faces, sitting on these gorgeous stalwarts of the Christmas pageant this year.
Well, they're older than the pageant themselves, aren't they, Kate? Because they were part of the Magic Cave, weren't they? Which, can you believe, started back in 1896.
Incredible.
So an incredible history, and what a privilege and honour to be riding Nipper and Nimble.
We'll be back with more in just a moment.
This program is brought to you by Foodland. With more stores close to home and everyday low prices, great food lives at Foodland, the mighty South Aussies.
Welcome back to the National Pharmacies Christmas pageant. Father Christmas Kids is on his way and it's very exciting, but I want to show you my favourite float. This is Bruto. Hi Ali, hi Aurora. Every year he takes 2 South Australian kids on the full lap of the pageant. There's 2,500 performers in this year's one. Hi, hey, don't be scared of the teeth either. He's just lost a couple of them and I think they're veneers. Mwah!
There we go, Bruto pyjamas. And don't forget, too, you can get your Bruto and Izzy the Dinosaur as well. Both of them. Here's Bruto now coming through in front of the Town Hall. As you say, stalwart of the Christmas pageant. You can have your own Bruto from in-store at National Pharmacies or online.
You can also have this one here, Izzy the Dinosaur. She is a new addition. You can get a plush toy from National Pharmacies this year. She is a pageant favourite. And waving to everyone in the sunshine today, those little eggs have hatched.
They have. And what a gorgeous spring day to be hatched here in the city of Adelaide. You can also get little Izzy tree decorations, which are gorgeous.
I'm sure many of you are watching at home, putting up your Christmas tree to herald in the festive season for 2023.
Have a look at this. Look at those toys. They are massive.
Toby Toy Truck.
Yeah, well, you need a big truck like that to cart those kind of presents and toys through the city. Yeah, there's lots of wrapping to be done. They haven't been wrapped yet. They're on their way, of course, to the North Pole to be wrapped up by Santa's little helpers, the little elves.
2 lucky kids in the controls of Toby Toy Truck. And such a big smile by Toby. I think he'd be catching a few flies along the pageant route as well.
I think you're right there, Kate. I think he's pretty happy to be greeting Christmas. It might seem early, but it gives us all a chance to get ready for Christmas ourselves. Start wrapping our presents. Maybe thinking of a wish list, as you said earlier, what we might like to have at Christmas time.
And joining Toby Toy Truck is Billy Bulldozer for another year with his load of toys in the front and a couple of very lucky kids. Big waves and smiles.
Yeah, a lot of helpers there with Billy the Bulldozer. Those presents have been wrapped up, so they're all set to go. Have a look at those presents there.
The sunshine is out, the weather could not be more perfect, and everyone's turned out here expecting a crowd of around 300,000 to line the streets of Adelaide to watch the Christmas pageant today.
Yeah, it feels like a good old-fashioned pageant from old, in the sense that last year we had those storms come through, the Adelaide Oval, the 2 years prior to that. But a beautiful spring day, 23 degrees in the city.
And the Unley concert band with Just for Fun Dance Academy as well, joined by one of the many clowns and elves along the pageant route there, spraying everyone with a bit of water. And the Yellow Brick Road float as well, designed by John Barone, celebrating the Wizard of Oz. You can see Dorothy, Scarecrow, the Lion, Tin Man, all the characters are there. The magical land of Oz. I can see Glenda the Good Witch in the front there. I wonder if we can spy the Wicked Witch. Is she around somewhere?
Could be. Normally we would follow the Yellow Brick Road, but in this case the Yellow Brick Road is following the Blue Honor Line, which of course all these kids have been sitting behind since the early hours this morning when the pageant first came through the city. What a great story. Hi, Dorothy. Oh, there she is. Spotted on.
Never far away, is she? I hope she's spreading Christmas cheer and not casting any spells on the children of Adelaide.
We need to put the joy of Christmas into her heart, don't we? Yeah, such a colourful float. Beautiful rainbow over the land of Oz. Tell you what, sensational skies here in Adelaide. Beautiful blue skies.
And here is the Marion City Band. I'm just looking, Brenton, at how many chalk drawings are on the road this year. The road is absolutely covered. I'm so impressed. This is such a loved pageant tradition for all the kids before the pageant starts to move out onto the street, grab their chalk and just go their hardest and draw all these beautiful pictures that we then see, you know, all over the streets of Adelaide, decorating the road, ready for the pageant to come through.
Yeah, you're right, Kate. Then they go home and do it all over their own driveway. You know, back when this pageant first started in 1933 as a way of bringing the joy of Christmas to the people of South Australia at the height of the Great Depression, only had 8 floats, 4 bands. It only took a few minutes to pass by, but we're treated to a whole hour of the pageant. Although it's going pretty fast here for Toad. He is going very fast through the streets of Adelaide.
And look what he got for Christmas. It was a brand new car. I hope this one's a hybrid electric this year, being environmentally responsible. And this is Cinderella with Prestige Dance Academy. These 2 beautiful white horses, which we can see now with stunning white carriage. Cinderella, a driver, page boys.
Little Red Riding Hood. And who is that in the bed? Oh, he's looking pretty mean, isn't he?
It's not a very friendly look on his face.
Where is Grandma? These clowns are having a great time, aren't they? Oh, I think that wolf could eat the clown. Not just Grandma, but the clowns as well. Oh, this is a flashback, isn't it? Possum Magic, one of Australia's favourite books, based on Mem Fox's bestseller, Possum Magic. We've all read that, haven't we?
It's been beautifully brought to life here. The book was illustrated by Julie Vivas and designed by David Blight. We've got the Lamingtons. Look, there's Grandma Poss.
Yeah, what a beautiful story. Classic.
And little Poss is not invisible. I think he's eaten the Lamington, he's eaten the Vegemite sandwich, and everything's okay.
I love these guys, the Pulteney Grammar School Drum Corps. They'll be followed by the dancers from Unley. in just a moment from the National Pharmacies Christmas Pageant.
This program is brought to you by Foodland. With more stores close to home and everyday low prices, great food lives at Foodland, the mighty South Aussies.
I still get excited for Christmas.
Ahoy, my hearties, and welcome back to the National Pharmacies Christmas Pageant. We're here with Nasty Nimble, and we're here with Taylor. Now, Taylor, this is your third Christmas pageant.
Yes, I love my Christmas.
My heart is loving the Christmas pageant. Are you having a lovely day?
I'm having the best day ever.
The vibe here is sensational. Hopefully, I mean, he doesn't look very happy, but I promise you, we're all happy down here, guys.
Good on you, Lauren. We need to give them a bit of joy Christmas
he
too,
does.
hey?
He needs a bit of joy of Christmas in him. I'm sure that frown will turn upside down by the end of the pageant when he sees all those beautiful smiling faces waving back at him.
It's a classic pirate song, isn't it? Yo ho, yo ho. These guys have been part of the pageant for a long time now, in fact. This is our 20th year of broadcasting the pageant, and Nasty Nimble, as far as I can recall, has been part of that pageant. Look at all the money there, all the gold and the silver coins.
And it is such a privilege to be able to broadcast the pageant for you every year. It's a real joy.
These are the Dance Explosion Group from Port Augusta. Welcome, great to have you here.
Great to have a regional dance team with us here on the streets of Adelaide for the Christmas pageant. Looking colourful and happy.
I just love that this pageant, it's an open invitation to all South Australians to come and experience for themselves the joy of Christmas.
Even mermaids, Brenton.
Yes, even mermaids here on land. Oh, look at the starfish and the octopus.
Isn't this a gorgeous float?
Beautiful garden under the sea with a seahorse too. King Neptune.
A whole new generation of fans as well of mermaids. They recently remade The Little Mermaid.
They did, didn't they?
So plenty of boys and girls loving this mermaid float this year.
Joined by our junior mermaids too. What a thrill.
Lucky they can sit on the float, because I don't think with those tails they'd make it too far along the pageant route today.
Oh, have a look at this.
Speaking of coming from the depths of the sea to the vastness of space.
Oh, yeah.
We have Galaxy 2000 with the 501st Legion. The spaceship has landed again in Adelaide, and we've got our visitors from the stars.
Christmas celebrated across the universe, eh? I mean, this is out of this world. I mean, if I was going to be in the pageant, I'd love to be in the cockpit there of that spaceship. That would be awesome. And look at these characters. Yeah, they really are out of this world.
Well, they've probably heard about the space hub we've got here in South Australia.
Now look at these stunning wooden soldiers here. They are, of course, other tree decorations that you can get from National Pharmacies. They are a throwback. They've been involved with many, many pageants across the year. This, our 91st pageant, and of course, one of 2 London buses that are part of this parade. The genuine London bus shipped to Adelaide in the 1970s. In fact, I had a tour on here recently. Peter, the mechanic at Stardust Castle, he gave us a tour around, and on board these beautiful London buses are some of the original ads on the walls of the buses that when it came out here in the 70s. Incredible, as it was.
So much history of this pageant, like you say, Brenton, 91 years. So that is generations and generations of South Australians that have enjoyed this pageant, and so beautiful to see, you know, buses like this and parts of the pageant that have just stood the test of time and been part of the pageant from the beginning.
Hi kids, wave to the camera. Just below where the kids are, there is some beautiful artwork there from Gary Lee Gaston, which is of pageants of old. Some of the floats that are no longer in the pageant that are still commemorated in that beautiful artwork.
And the Austin 7, the blue Austin 7, built in 1909 in original condition and beautifully preserved and part of our pageant for generations. It's beautiful.
And I reckon we'd only need 1 or 2 more helium balloons and that would take off.
I hope those clowns are taking very good care of that Austin 7.
What's with the steering wheel? Put it back on! Classic, guys. Well done. Yeah, a lot of beautiful heritage vehicles here in the pageant. And g'day to you, Peter, and your team of mechanics, keeping them all going for us. Many of these vehicles pulling the floats and in the parade itself, and pulled baggage trolleys at airports and railway stations around Australia through the 40s, 50s and 60s. And who would have thought they'd be part of the pageant as they are today? And so we say thank you and g'day to Peter and his team for keeping these old relics going.
Now be sure, if you are here at the pageant today, to upload your special pageant memory with the hashtag NPPageant on the social media pages. Facebook, Instagram is @ChristmasPageant. And of course you can check out the website too, christmaspageant.com.au.
Formed in 1894, the oldest pipe band in the Southern Hemisphere, the Pipes and Drums of the Royal Caledonian Society of South Australia, with the Prestige Dance Academy. Jolly and Jingles! The pageant mascots, they are here. Jolly the elf and Jingles the reindeer. To the stirring sounds there. The pipes and drums of the Royal Caledonian Society are just, wow, such a great feeling here, isn't it?
It's a beautiful sound. It's a beautiful day.
Jolly and Jingles have been busy across the year, spreading good cheer about the pageant.
They're often with the King and Queen and the pageant royals who go around spreading Christmas joy. In regional centres and also in the hospital, they'll visit after the pageant to visit some of the kids who couldn't make it here today.
Yes, hello to you at home, or if you're in hospital, wherever you might be and joining us today. We're just so thrilled. We're giving you front row seats, the best seats in the house here at the Christmas pageant, the 91st Christmas pageant. Many of the families have been lining up here since 3 o'clock in the morning, some with the biggest picnic blankets I've ever seen. It can get quite territorial, can't it?
And our beautiful Bollywood dancers here with the Bollywood wedding happening as well. So much colour and movement.
Yeah, with Fusion Beats, Adelaide's first Bollywood dance school. What a vibe. Oh, fantastic. What a great atmosphere and vibe. Here they are, the Bollywood float. One of many walking floats in the pageant with Fusion Beats, Adelaide's first Bollywood dance school. And what a great atmosphere too. Normally Nellie, I would see Nellie about now, 73 years old.
Where's she gone?
Well,
maybe she's lagging behind.
Got to give her a break. I mean, seriously, she's been involved with so many pageants. Hopefully she's still on her way. Nellie's first pageant was in 1950, so 73 years old, but always part of the Bollywood set here.
It wouldn't be a Christmas pageant without Nellie, so hopefully
No.
she's maybe limping along.
Oh,
maybe.
here she is.
Oh, here she is.
Wow.
Oh, Nellie. 73-year-old legs aren't quite what they used to be, but she's still part of the pageant, and it would not be a pageant without Nellie.
This event free to the people of South Australia. Kickstarting the festive season in South Australia. It's amazing. Christmas might still be 50 sleeps away, but it may as well be Christmas Day here in Adelaide because of the festive magic in the air.
6 or 7 deep in the crowd along the streets of Adelaide, lining the pageant route around 3 kilometres. We're expecting around 300,000 people out here on this beautiful spring day in Adelaide.
Speaking of magic, Mary Poppins brings a touch of magic here in the air.
And
with our
another
chimney
one of
sweepers.
these London buses, Brenton.
Yeah, 1946 this one. incredible. Filled with lots of competition winners and sponsors. We couldn't do the pageant without our sponsors. We're so grateful. So many families on board. And again, if you take a close look, you can see some of the original posters that came with this London bus. The old, in fact, the original paintwork, no less. Have a look inside. Kids, what a thrill for you.
Hello.
What a ticket to ride. Number 53. I reckon Herbie the Love Bug is at number 53 as well.
This is my favourite, Brenton. I love Kingsley's vintage cars. These are so cute. And all the kids that get to drive them, you have to be 16 to get a licence, don't you? In
Not
South
these
Australia?
ones. No, you've got Flynn Pearce, who's 7, Sydney Batt, who's 9, Axon Pearce, also 9, Travis Schelfenberger, who's 6 years old, Chloe Blackman, 6, as well as Ashton Crowell, also 6.
Far too young to be driving, but they seem to be very responsible. We've got all the policemen keeping a very close eye on them as well.
Stay between the blue on the line, please. Right, you look.
Originally, Brenton, these beautiful cars were driven around Tusmore Park for the children to, you know, ride, I suppose, as a bit of an amusement. And then they've been lovingly restored over the years and been part of the pageant for a long time now.
Only a couple of weeks ago, we had the Bay to Burwood featuring all the vintage and classic cars to the National Motor Museum in the beautiful Adelaide Hills. Many just like that. The Heathfield Renegades, followed by the Tea Tree Gully Redbacks Band, another of the 18 pageants here in the bands in the pageant.
They almost look like Christmas fairies this year, Brenton, I think, in their little green Christmas outfits.
Yeah, the dancers there from Rocket Performing Arts.
And then Christmas red, the Redbacks.
Yeah, the Rocket Performing Arts Studio from Mount Barker and the SA Precision team at the back. So many dancers, 3,000 people involved in this parade.
Isn't it incredible that every year the pageant grows bigger and bigger, Brenton? It started with just 8 floats, 4 bands, and took only a few minutes to pass by. Now look what we've got. It's bigger and better every year.
Yeah, the biggest public parade in the Southern Hemisphere and one of the best in the world. You're painting the town red, are you?
And this is the day for it this year, I reckon, Brenton. Christmas by the pool.
Oh, now you're talking.
It's always a hot Christmas in South Australia, and I think today's a little bit more reflective of that. It's probably a good spot to be today.
Yeah, nothing like getting up the little pool in the backyard and moving. There we go, moving the slide into the pool. If that's a blow-up pool, it probably won't last long if it's at our house. Christmas in the backyard with the Hills hoist too, no less. Putting the Christmas lights on the Hills hoist.
And did you know that that is actually real grass on that float?
Are you kidding me?
It is real lawn.
Wow.
It's from Paul Munn's Instant Lawn. So thank you to them for providing that for this float.
Yeah,
and
beautiful
also,
green.
SA Water's encouraging everyone to BYOB, bring your own bottle this year and use single-use plastic water bottles.
The backyard cricket too. Yeah, it wouldn't be Christmas if we didn't have time in the backyard. After Christmas lunch, we've had our food. Jump out in the sand pit there, throw a bit of water around. That sounds like the perfect Christmas to me. Ghana, Yiit-Yurna, Winindale.
And we've got Attorney General Kai Ma walking with this float this year. Ghana women, Shireen Rankin and pageant artist Jill Halliday, and the pageant team created this beautiful float.
Yes, Merry Christmas from Nuntu, the grey kangaroo from Ghana country.
Now, for the first time ever, we have a harp being played live on a float. So please enjoy the angelic voice of Siobhan Owen.
This program is brought to you by Police Credit Union. Bank on us to bring the magic of Christmas to the heart of South Australia.
Welcome back to the National Pharmacies Christmas Pageant for 2023 here on the sunny streets of Adelaide, South Australia.
Yeah, there's still so much more to come, of course. We're waiting for the big fella himself, Father Christmas, to arrive here.
He's not too far away now.
To greet the royal family. Good old summer holiday. You know, I can't wait. Here we are, the year is almost done. We're counting down 50 sleeps now until Christmas Day, and a chance for us all to take a bit of a break, get the caravan out, go for a bit of a holiday and maybe explore the state or go around the country.
And there's so much to see around South Australia. We are so spoiled for choice here.
Oh, yeah.
We've got beautiful beaches. We've got beautiful vineyards and wine regions. We've got the Flinders Ranges. We've got so much
Kangaroo
to see and
Island,
do.
the beautiful wine regions.
And Adelaide's just been named the coolest city in Australia, so aren't we lucky?
We kind of knew that anyway, didn't
Well,
we?
we did, but
Yeah.
now the secret's out.
I tell you what, though, they look pretty happy, far happier than my kids would be on a road trip by about 30 minutes in.
Are we there yet? Are we there yet?
But I tell you what, this is no ordinary road trip. You're going through the streets of Adelaide for the 91st Christmas pageant, and have a look at that gorgeous caravan. Isn't that a classic?
I think I can see some zookeepers there jumping around. It's Wang Wang and Fooney from Adelaide Zoo, our pandas. We've got Wang Wang on the surfboard and Fooney eating the ice cream.
Not only that,
Fooney.
joined by all sorts of other characters from Adelaide Zoo. Have a look at the Roo. Our surf life-saving Roo. Maybe Kangaroo Beach, I'm not sure, but have a look at the pandas. They are riding that wave in.
And these guys are not just dressed up as zookeepers, they are the zookeepers, Brenton, from Adelaide Zoo, who do such a wonderful job of conservation and caring for our animals.
They're actually pilots. They pilot here and they pilot there.
Oh my gosh, that is a terrible joke.
Have a look at that old tow motor. The City of Adelaide Pipe Band, joined by the Empire Dance Studio. The Empire Dance Studio from Broadview, most recently returning from the 23 Dance World Championships held in Florida. They placed 6th in the world for hip-hop and 9th in the world for jazz.
What an
a thrill.
achievement. Well done, guys.
Yeah, congratulations.
This is a violin for Christmas. A great present, the gift of music. This was the 2021 Mini Float competition winner by Adelaide Greats. and was inspired by her grandmother. She said, when my great-grandmother passed, I inherited her 150-year-old violin, and at Christmas time I loved playing carols on it. And this is the start of the festive season, Brenton, and it does kick off so many wonderful festive events around Adelaide, including Christmas carols in so many different communities around the state.
Yep.
And music is such a huge part of that.
It sure is, and the nostalgia of those memories, as you mentioned too. You know, we've all got stories about, you know, our grandparents and so on, the Christmases that they probably played around on Christmas Day. Now, I know we had the violin, and this might be hard music, hard rock music, but this is the soft toys. Where did they come up with that name? The moving rock rollers on stage. Have a look at the speaker system. I wonder if they're our guest speakers. I'm sorry.
How many more of these jokes are we going to get today, Brendan?
Well, it wouldn't be Christmas without dad jokes, would it? They're kind of slow rock and rollers, aren't they?
They are moving pretty slow. But look, it's a nod to our great live music scene here in South Australia.
And you think of all the Christmas parties that'll be happening at workplaces around in the coming few weeks to wrap up the year. Yeah, we're almost there. 50 sleeps to go until Christmas. And then we kick off another year, hey? A new year to follow.
Here's one of our favourites, Christmas jazz in the park with the Pageant Jazz Band. The Jazz Band has many more than 50 years in the pageant, Brenton. This is incredible. The float, of course, is a replica of the Elder Park Rotunda, which sits on the banks of the Torrens River, just opposite the famous Adelaide Oval and near to the Festival Theatre. Bit of circus in the pageant. Just hold still. Oh, they've made it. Merry Christmas, guys. This is Issac Circus Centre, the home of Sir Kids. This is the preeminent training ground for kids who enjoy acrobatics and circus.
Wow. That's a great way of getting off screens, isn't it? Learning juggling and all kinds of circus acts. They welcome kids of all ages just to get involved.
Maybe they could teach us how to do that. That's incredible.
Yeah, that is a skill. What a talent. I'd like to see some of our clowns try some of the skills we're seeing here. I don't think they'd go quite as well.
Back flipping and balancing their way all along the pageant route. Oh my goodness me.
Actually, I'm wondering if I could borrow you. I need to put the star at the top of the Christmas tree.
That'd be very handy.
That would be awesome. You could put the angel right at the top there.
Very handy for that skill.
And while you're there, can you change the light globe in the ceiling light? That'll be great. Thank you.
A big hello to everyone at home that is watching, maybe putting up your Christmas tree as well. Maybe don't try that balancing act at home if you're trying to put the star on the top.
Don't go trying that.
And everyone lining the pageant route on this beautiful spring day.
Oh yes, the joy of Christmas. It's alive and well here. And we're so grateful to our dedicated team of volunteers who have worked so hard to make this pageant happen, including this clown. What a clown. The biggest clown in the pageant.
He's an iconic face of the Christmas pageant, Brenton. Pogo.
See those? That is no ordinary bike. See the wheels on that bike? They are actually from a car. Pogo had to make his bike from a car. He's so big.
He's pretty big.
And that nose of his is the car's horn, the bike's horn. He doesn't need to have a bike horn, he uses his nose.
Also joining Pogo is the game show. 100 volunteers that they provide to help out, to assist with the pageant, and they are the characters with Pogo today. Thank you, guys.
All year he's grown his hair to be that green and long, as with his helpers. The 1027th Battalion, Royal South Australian Regiment Band with dances by Donna.
And they're beautiful sunflowers and bees. This is gorgeous this year, Brenton. Very spring-like.
And aren't we lucky? Honestly, the weather's so good today. 23 degrees in 2023.
There is not a cloud in the sky. The sun is shining on these beautiful sunflowers. The bees are buzzing. We couldn't ask for any more this year.
The 1027th Battalion Band playing a spoonful of sugar there. I think there's a lot of sugar probably being enjoyed today.
I think you might be right.
Bit of a Mary Poppins medley.
Now we're seeing some of the characters from other events throughout the year. This is Father Christmas Rules, but we've got the Easter Bunny, Sandman and the Tooth Fairy positioned on that giant cracker.
Yeah, that's a giant coin there. If you lost a tooth, that would be a good coin to have.
And the Easter Bunny there just gnawing on a carrot, sitting on all those chocolate eggs.
Have a look at those Christmas stockings with the face mask there of Father Christmas. That's a bit of a clue to what we've got to look forward to today, because one of the new floats, let me tell you, is a throwback to the Magic Cave. And perhaps as a kid, I remember going there and getting one of those Christmas stockings. Just wait until you see one of our new floats this year. It's going to be amazing. Not far off.
This is Ridgehaven Calisthenics and Dance. Big emphasis on fun with the members of Ridgehaven Calisthenics and Dance, and you can tell they're having a lot of fun today. Gorgeous big smiles in their festive red costumes.
You know, the pageant, it goes on rain, hail or shine, and we're grateful that Adelaide has put on such a superb spring day for Father Christmas, who's not far away. The only thing that stopped the pageant was the Second World War before it resumed as the Victory pageant in 1945. 91 years of history. And you think of the generations there are probably grandparents, maybe even great-grandparents that remember their first pageant, and they're here celebrating with their own grandkids. What a thrill. How many dogs are watching right now? I'm sure when you're putting up your tree at home, there's probably your own pet dog there watching on as well.
That's why my dog's not allowed inside, because she would absolutely destroy the Christmas tree.
And not just the tree, the presents underneath and all the ornaments. But honestly, they really make a beautiful Christmas, don't they? All pets do, not just dogs, but we think of all the wonderful pets that are part of the Christmas celebrations. This is Christmas Cracker, the puppy's name. You can see his little ID tag there.
But we always make sure in our household anyway that our dog has her own gift under the tree anyway to sort of open on Christmas Day. Because we love our pets, they're part of our family.
Oh, they sure are. I'm sure they're at home right now, probably watching the pageant as well while you're putting up your tree.
And this is the Nutcracker with the Australian Classical Youth Ballet. And look at these beautiful dancers here. On point, dancing on the Nutcracker set.
Setting the theme nicely for a winter wonderland, a white Christmas.
The Australian Classical Youth Ballet's artistic director Michael Riggs choreographed a version of the Nutcracker especially for the pageant, and that is what they're dancing today.
And Hayley is down there in the streets of Adelaide. Hayley, what are you finding there?
Well, guys, it wouldn't be the Christmas pageant without the Christmas party time float, would it? All the animals have come out to play. We've got penguins, we've got the lion. Is this your first time in the pageant?
It is my first time.
How do you feel that all of South Australia and Australia are watching you right now?
Oh, I love it.
You're going to go to work on Monday and be an absolute star. This is so exciting. 300 people are lining the streets. There is so much magic. Don't go anywhere. After the break, we have more of this amazing pageant for you. Mwah!
This program is brought to you by Police Credit Union. Bank on us to bring the magic of Christmas to the heart of South Australia.
I still get excited for Christmas.
Well, once again, welcome to the City of Adelaide for the National Pharmacies Christmas Pageant, the 91st pageant that transcends the generations and kicks off the festive season, not just here in Adelaide, but indeed around the nation.
Great to see the crowds back lining the streets of Adelaide. We're expecting around 300,000 people to line the streets, but we are also bringing the pageant, the front row seat to the pageant for you at home as well on Channel 9. 20 years we've been broadcasting the Christmas pageant on Channel 9.
We're truly honoured to do so and hear the Adelaide Irish pipes and drums with the Mitcham Dance Infinity performance team. Today is not just about putting up the Christmas tree, it's also about baking nice Christmas goods like this, a giant gingerbread house.
So much fun to decorate their gingerbread houses every year, except I think I need to cheat. I need to get mine prefab. I'm not so good at making the walls very straight, so they're good to decorate though.
Well, I reckon that gingerbread house right there is enough to feed all of South Australia.
Getting a little bit cool. Adelaide's just been named the coolest city in the country, and these guys are bringing the cool with them today. This is Christmas wrapping with the Clinic and Impact Entertainment. They're skating, they're rapping, they're dancing. They've got it all.
Yeah, g'day to Clinic and Impact Entertainment, who have been a big part of our pageant for so long. And how cool would that be to be in a rage cage like that, going along through the city on a moving float on your skateboard? That would be quite a weird feeling, wouldn't it?
We've got MC Shep pumping out the beats as well to keep those skaters going.
The break dancers there too. And of course, all our sponsors too with this float, from the Advertiser and Sunday Mail. Thank you for your coverage of this wonderful event. All about Christmas and sharing the moments. Of course, all the pictures from today in tomorrow's paper and online.
And if you've got the camera out and you've been snapping some special pageant memories, make sure that you upload them with the hashtag NPPageant on social media pages, Facebook and Instagram. You can add the tag at Christmas Pageant. And also check out the website, christmaspageant.com.au.
You know, Kate, it's been free public transport, all trains and buses and even trams coming into the city for this pageant. And that's how it's always been done since the very first pageant in 1933. People would find their way on trams, beautiful vintage trams like this, make their way to come and see the pageant. It started in 1933 as a way of bringing joy, the joy of Christmas, to the people of South Australia at the heights of the Great Depression. And that tradition continues to this day.
And beautiful trams like this, Brenton, used to run all the way down to Glenelg. I mean, our trams still do from the city, but isn't it such a gorgeous old vehicle? All the kids.
Another great museum, the Tramway Museum at St Kilda, have trams just like this. In fact, the trams that used to bring all the families in for that first pageant in 1933. You want to see some classic and vintage trams, go and check them out at St Kilda. It's amazing. Great collection.
Bringing some culture and some colour to Adelaide, shaping our wonderful world with Samba, Dança Brazil and Multicultural SA.
Yes, the pageant's for everyone of all ages and nationalities. It's a wonderful way of celebrating community, and what a colourful community we're seeing here with all the different colours on show. Christmas is all about colour.
Now this float's followed by 6 communities. These communities rotate each year. So far, over 80 countries have been represented, managed by Multicultural SA. Afghanistan, we've got China, India, Nepal, Sierra Leone. So wonderful to have everybody included in our Christmas pageant.
Have a listen to those beats. Well, that gets your heart racing, doesn't it? As we know, there's a lot going on in the world right now, but today we hit pause and we reflect on the wonderful world that we live in and the different communities, the cultural groups that are represented here today. What a ride! This is new this year, the Christmas limousine. 20 kids with their parents, they're all dressed up for a good time. Full of our National Pharmacies members, sponsors of the 91st Christmas pageant, and competition winners in there as well.
Now, the two elves driving were designed by Kira Toombs, who is studying at the Adelaide College of Arts. Now, this is her first design for the pageant. And isn't it incredible? Look at the detail on those beautiful elves driving that incredible limousine.
Have a look at the limo. That is fantastic. Like I said, a lot of competition winners. Portia, Robert, g'day to you. People getting involved with the pageant, that's what we love. And of course from here, a lot of these kids, they're inspired to then get involved with their own local community parades, the carols events, maybe Christmas projects at school. It's a great way to end the year, isn't it? With all your friends. Mind you, I wish I had a limousine like that I could go around in. Christmas decorations ready to go. I love these guys, the Raiders Drum Corps with MJB Dancers, our musical director Robert Boundy.
The MJB Dancers are in Henley Beach and at Fulham.
Miss a beat. There are so many beats in this pageant. 18 bands. One extra you're going to see soon from the USA joining us especially.
And we were talking before, Brenton, about how amazing all the chalk drawings are on the road this year. Everyone's been out and about colouring in the road, making it a beautiful, colourful runway for the Christmas pageant. And this is in honour of all of that. This is Christmas chalk.
Honestly, it is such a special part, isn't it? You know, for kids so early in the morning, drawing all their chalk decorations on the road. We've seen so many of them. And of course, then they take their photos and they can post them on social media and we get to share them. But that is all about forming the memories that these kids will have forever. They've been there out in the main streets of the city.
We will be back with you very shortly.
I still get excited for Christmas. I still get excited for Christmas.
Welcome back to the National Pharmacies Christmas pageant here on the streets of Adelaide in its 91st year.
And we are counting down. 50 sleeps until Christmas. In fact, there's the countdown clock right now. Counting down the seconds, in fact. And the conveyors, they're carrying presents yet to be sorted. Have a look at the elves there. The front of the float, they're checking letters to see who goes on the naughty or nice list.
Hoping my name's not on there. Just scan that one. I think we passed.
G'day, Taylor. Give us a wave. Performing from all the way from South Terrace where the pageant started.
You got a friend in me. You got a friend in me. when the road feels rough ahead and you're miles and miles from your nice warm bed. You just remember what your old pa said. Yeah, you got a friend in me. You got a friend in me.
Oh, thank you so much, Taylor Schwartz.
You got a friend in me. You got troubles and I got them too. There is anything moving to stick together and to see it through. Yeah, you.
She's got a beautiful voice, Taylor Schwartz. It's great to have her part of the pageant this year.
Singing the ballads from the Toy Story and, of course, Christmas in Toyland. Well, it wouldn't be a toy without a toy Christmas train.
You've been waiting for this one,
Oh, I
Brenton.
sure have. The Pageant Express.
Can you do your train noise for us?
I don't need to, because the Pageant Express has got it all there for us. That's right. The fire is stoked. You can hear the Pageant Express logo there, letting off a bit of steam because we're almost at the end of the year. Toot toot to you too, the Pageant Express.
Oh, it's been too much for one little member there. I think he's having a bit of a nap. Too much excitement.
But doesn't that always happen when you're taking the train? The rocking from side to side, the kids fall asleep.
It really does.
Oh, I love the sounds of the whistle, the steam whistle there.
And the sounds of the Seymour College Pipe Band and Highland Dancers. Really, you just, when you hear that beautiful music of the pipes, you know it's Christmas time in Adelaide. Such a special part of our pageant every year. So many Scottish bands.
Such a stirring sound, isn't it, Kate?
And this is the only all-girls pipe band in the state, accompanied by their Highland dancers.
Magnificent. A1 Amusements, good on you, Kim Healy, who has provided our camels today with the live nativity, literally, following the star, as they did for the very first Christmas, the whole reason for the season and why this pageant exists here today. The angels playing their harps, bringing the good news of Christmas.
And there you can see Mary with baby Jesus and Joseph and all the animals in the stable.
Yes, the donkeys, the cows, little sheep gathering around that nativity. Again, which also is up with the Christmas tree, a lovely Christmas decoration to have.
The Australian Girls Choir. Now, they've worked with superstars, royalty and many dignitaries around the world. They've had audiences with the Pope, the King of Tonga. They've performed at the Opera House in Hanoi and for Queen Elizabeth II and also for President Obama. It started with 150 girls and now has more than 4,000 members around the country. And it's great to have them with us today, raising their beautiful voices.
Yeah, what an honour. Representing the country around the world.
More of our clowns, all who had to attend clown school before they could join the antics, unleash their antics in the pageant.
Actually, they gave me credit for that. I was able to go straight through and get my certificate at the end of clown school.
I'm not surprised.
You mean I can graduate straight away?
I thought you wrote the curriculum.
That's not true. Actually, I think I flunked the first year of clown school. I have to re-enroll for next year.
Brenton, I'm sorry, your grades are just not up to scratch.
Oh, look at these chefs. These are the bakery chefs, which of course is again one of the new tree decorations available in store at National Pharmacies.
Christmas puddings and all sorts being baked up ahead of the big day in December. I love to do a spot of Christmas baking. I like to make Christmas biscuits.
Yes, that's right. I'm sure households are busy right now getting Christmas cookies together.
Hello, everyone. Well, I'm with the float. Penguins are cool. Cool with a K, guys. And here's a little fun fact for you. When this float debuted, it actually entered the Guinness World Record for the largest gathering of people with red noses. Where are your red noses? Hello, what's your name?
Aaron.
Hello, Aaron. What's it like being a penguin today? Tell me.
Very warm but very cool at the same time.
You have to be cool with a K, but you're also very warm. There is so much coming up, guys. I'm just going to do the penguin dance with all the penguins. And I've just heard Santa's coming up after the break, guys, so plenty happening here. Hello, everyone!
I still get excited for Christmas. I still get excited for Christmas.
Welcome back to the 91st National Pharmacies Christmas pageant here on the streets of Adelaide. 91 years. I just had to catch myself there, Brenton.
Do you remember the first pageant you came to?
I do. I was very young. I think I was maybe about 6 years old because I was living in the country. I wore my Legionnaires hat. I was sitting over on North Terrace, and I just remember being so excited to be witnessing it all. It was something new for me, and I'd heard so much about it and then moved back into Adelaide. Great memories. So many people with so many memories over the years of the Christmas pageant. It really is a special part of South Australia.
Yeah, I think I remember the very first pageant I came to, that Stanley steam shovel come through. And it was actually quite a wet day. It was raining, but it did not dampen the spirits in the city, as we're seeing today. The smiles on everyone's faces.
Well, my first pageant weather was very much like today's weather. The sun is out. There's not a cloud in the sky. People have got their hats on. I hope they're slip-slop-slapping as well.
The Yuletide Skaters. I mean, you don't get to do this every day, do you? Skate through the middle of the city, following the Onkaparinga City Concert Band with the dancers from Impact. Thanks for being part of our parade. Speaking of nostalgia, how good are roller skates? You guys have inspired me this afternoon to try it once again. I haven't done it for 30 years, but maybe today is the day to get back into it.
Just make sure you're wearing your protective pads and a helmet.
I'm sure it'll be okay.
I don't have great confidence that you stay upright, but...
With Christmas in the snow, with the platypus, the flying fox, the possum and the wombat, all native Australian animals who typically actually wouldn't have a white Christmas, but there's a bit of magic in the air today.
Hello to all our friends watching from the Northern Hemisphere, which, you know, this is their Christmas. Very much a cooler time of year that hopefully you always hope snow is included.
And the wombat in its own igloo or magic cave. Is that the magic cave? For that wombat it is. Yeah, look, good old Aussie Christmas with our native animals. You know, there are so many volunteers too, particularly over the summer months, you know, when we've had bushfires and that sort of thing. So many carers that look after our native wildlife, that volunteer their time to ensure that our beautiful native wildlife is looked after in those extreme conditions.
And all our gorgeous native birds as well on the side there. Cockatoos. Rainbow lorikeets.
With all this snow, he's got to be close. Father Christmas, it's not Christmas without a snowman.
This is award-winning all-male a cappella vocal group Statesman Chorus.
And I can see snow in the air. Or maybe, is it the bubbles? Special snow. Because I can see firefighters there as well. With the Let It Snow, the Festival Statesman Chorus, and a snowman. Is that Frosty? Well, no, this is Fergus. Fergus the fire engine.
That's where the snow or the bubbles are coming from.
Snow bubbles. And of course, Fergus the fire engine can be yours. It's one of the new tree decorations in store at National Pharmacies or online.
A big shout out to Adelaide's emergency services who work behind the scenes to help the pageant, including the Metropolitan Fire Brigade and SA Police, SA Ambulance, St John, and our state emergency service volunteers.
You want me to show you that siren, but I'm not going to do that. The City of Elizabeth Pipe Band with the Dances by Donna. Good on you, Fergus. Merry Christmas. The Toy Soldiers.
Dances by Donna.
How good are they?
Now, we had these beautiful dancers on our news the other night with Jessica. They were dancing behind her on the balcony of the Adelaide Town Hall.
And isn't that a classic Christmas image with the City of Elizabeth Pipe Band, established in 1965. With the keys to the city, of course, which will be presented soon to Father Christmas when he arrives at the Adelaide Town Hall. And of course, with just 50 sleeps to go until Christmas, from here on in, all the stores will be decorated with Christmas decorations. You can go in store and
collect what you need from those Christmas lists that we'll have to start making. Of course, giving of gifts is a real Christmas tradition.
Lovely weather for a sleigh ride together. Look at all the Christmas trimming. Right there is your one-stop shop for all your Christmas decorations. And as you said, Kate, the giving of gifts at Christmas time. It's so symbolic. Giving at Christmas time. Think of how many ways you can give to other people. It doesn't have to be a present. It could be your use of your skills and talents and abilities, as so many volunteers have done so today. They have given of themselves, a real gift to the people of South Australia. And there we have it, Rudolph's Lolly Trolley with the elves on the shelves.
So many happy faces. Hello, Don. I recognise a few faces in there from Channel 9.
They are happy little elves on the shelves. And I can understand why, because look how many lollies in Rudolph's Lolly Trolley.
Do you reckon they've been tucking into a few so far?
Actually,
got to keep your energy up for the Christmas pageant.
I can see quite a few of those lollies have already been opened by the elves. I'm not surprised, they are giant lollies. They've been waving so hard since the pageant started on South Terrace. And they're so enthusiastic.
Hello, hello.
And the Stardust Castle, where all these floats are kept and maintained.
This is where all the magic happens, of course, for the Christmas pageant. Stardust Castle, where all the elves are busy making the floats and maintaining them throughout the year, where the magic is created every year for the Christmas pageant.
And what a thrill for these princesses on Stardust Castle.
And we know, Brenton, that with Stardust Castle, the appearance of Stardust Castle, it means Father Christmas is not too far away.
Right on, Kate, right on. The anticipation has been building for this moment coming up when Father Christmas arrives and he greets the young boys and girls of South Australia. Not just those here on the streets, but those watching from home, for you there as well. wherever you might be, this pageant is for you.
Now, Hayley is down on the street with some very special guests. Hayley, who have you got there?
Okay, we have, for the first time ever, a marching band from Portland, Oregon. They have seen our pageant from the other side of the world, loved it so much that they're here today. Now, Tommy Wren is part of the band. I can't see where he is. It's maybe because he's like maybe this small. I will find him in a second. But you're from Portland, Oregon, and you're loving Adelaide?
Isn't this great? It's beautiful. I mean, how pretty is that? Yes.
See, we're selling South Australia to the world. This is fantastic. She loves it here, guys.
Thank you for having us. Thank you for having us.
Oh, I love it. Okay, I'm going to go and find Tommy Wren, but stick around. We've got more of this amazing pageant after the break.
This program brought to you by National Pharmacies, where members benefit with free glasses for kids every day. This program brought to you by National Pharmacies, where members benefit with free glasses for kids every day.
We are so glad that you're with us, particularly these guys, our visitors from Portland, Oregon and USA, from the marching band scene, which we know is huge in the United States. And they are guests in our beautiful city.
And there's Tom Wren.
G'day, Rennie. He might get an invite to go to Portland, Oregon.
I know he might. He might be the newest member of The Beat Goes On. Well done, Tom.
Now, Kate, this is what I'm talking about. This is a throwback to the Christmas stockings that were given out in the Magic Cave with the Father Christmas face mask. If you saw Father Christmas, you got the stocking, and it had all kinds of treats in there. It's not just the pageant, but our family memories, of course, going into the Magic Cave, where originally Father Christmas was delivered before he now arrives at the Adelaide Town Hall.
And you can go and see him and give him your Christmas list and get one of these amazing stockings. It was such a huge part of the childhoods of so many South Australians.
Yes, it was back, can you believe, in 1896 that Mr. Edward Hayward, the owner of what was then John Martin's department store, great memories there, established the Magic Cave. And of course, it wouldn't be the Magic Cave without a Christmas tree with a stunning new coat of paint.
This one stands at 4.2 metres tall. And hello to everyone at home. If you're putting up your Christmas tree today, that is a South Australian tradition to put your tree up on pageant day while you're watching the pageant or after you get home from the pageant.
And stunning gold and red decorations.
And the beautiful star on top of the tree.
And a few candy canes too. I wouldn't mind one of those.
It's my favourite part of tree decorating.
The candy canes. They last about a day. They go up on the tree and about 2 days they're gone.
And some great tree ornaments you can get as well from National Pharmacies of some of the floats from the pageant today. So if you're looking for that special touch to finish off your tree, you can head in store or go online and purchase those today. Bring some of the Christmas pageant magic home.
Don't these guys look glorious in their white uniform? The Royal Australian Navy Band of South Australia with Prestige Dance Academy.
Now this means that Father Christmas is not too far away. He is just moments away, Brenton.
I can see him. He's just turned the corner up North Terrace.
My goodness. You can see everyone is getting very excited for his arrival here in South Australia, heralding the start of the festive season.
What a grand welcome. The Prestige Dance Academy following the Royal Australian Navy Band. And with those stars, they're bringing a bit of Christmas magic.
I'm getting excited, Brenton. You can hear the crowd roaring. That can only really mean one thing.
Here he is,
He's
Father
here.
Christmas. Welcome to South Australia.
He's arrived for 2023. This is the moment we've been waiting for.
Oh, it sure
Waving
is.
hello, Father Christmas. He's come all the way from the North Pole with his reindeer, Dasher and Dancer, Prancer and Vixen, Comet, Cupid, Donner and Blitzen, of course, Rudolph as well.
Who was on the lolly trolley. Well remembered, Kate. Well remembered. Father Christmas blowing kisses to all the wonderful children.
You can hear their excited screams. They're so happy that he's here finally in Adelaide, ready to greet everyone and give us his special message at the Adelaide Town Hall. Gathering around the town hall, so excited that the man himself is here.
I mean, this is what community is all about, isn't it? Look at everyone.
Could you ask for a better, beautiful scene here? All here to see the man himself. His first stop on his trip around the world. We are so lucky, Brenton.
We sure are. Of course, it's all ahead of him. 50 sleeps to go until Christmas Eve, the one night of the year.
Hello, Father Christmas. Of course, he will now make his way down from his sleigh and up to the balcony of the Adelaide Town Hall, where, of course, he will deliver his Christmas message to all of Australia. There he is, descending the steps.
What a wonderful Christmas memory for these children. There he is, Father Christmas, now in Adelaide, South Australia. What a special moment for all the boys and girls on the streets. Put your hands together for the Australian Girls Choir and Father Christmas. Here he is.
Hello, Father Christmas. Welcome to Adelaide. Isn't it wonderful to have Father Christmas here with us in South Australia on such a beautiful sunshine-filled day? You guys all look absolutely fabulous, and I think we should give Father Christmas a big Adelaide welcome. What do you think? 3 cheers for Father Christmas, everyone. Hip, hip. Hip, hip. Hip, hip. That was incredible. What a welcome. And now I think we should hear from the man himself. Father Christmas, thank you so much for joining us on Pageant Day. What is your special message for us here in Adelaide?
It's so good to be back here in Adelaide. And amongst all things, I wish you peace and joy for Christmas and every day of the year. Merry Christmas! Merry Christmas!
Wow, what an atmosphere. Thank you, Father Christmas. And Merry Christmas to you.